He's done it again. It's unbelievable. He's done it again.
Afternoon baseball on MLB Network, and a great look there at Rogers Center in Toronto. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Toronto Blue Jays. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Francisco Liriano, the Dominican left-hander, will get the nod to start here. What's your take on him, H?
Well, Matt, this guy's not going to blow you away. He's a consistent major league pitcher. Look, his ERA last year a little bit over 4, but he takes the baseball. And he's a guy that's going to take his lumps, but he's going to keep coming back at you. And I think we'll probably see that kind of performance today.
Here's Jordy Mercer now. He will lead this one off today.
Shortstop, Jordy Mercer.
And we are underway now here at Rogers Center as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Squared that one up just a little late. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
Batting second, center fielder number 6.
Digging in, Starling Marte. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. First offering on its way. Runner goes for second. This one's down to third. Donaldson's there. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. What do they need to do to get a win on the road here today, Harold?
Well, Matt, they got a great pitcher on the mound, so to me, my philosophy changes when I know he's throwing. I only need a couple runs. So I get that leadoff guy on, I may move him up and drive in a run every time I get an opportunity. And then it just relaxes him on the mound as well, knowing he's got a couple runs early and let him do his thing.
From the stretch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pilar's there. 2 gone.
Batting fourth, third baseman, David Freese.
Standing in, David Freese. First opportunity for him here with the leadoff man still standing at second. 2 gone now. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And this one will be fouled back in among the fans. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging in the dirt. Saltalamacchia gathers it, and the throw to first ends the inning. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. Chad Kuhl gets the start for Pittsburgh in this one. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, Matt, this guy's not going to blow you away. He's a consistent major league pitcher. Look, his ERA last year a little bit over 4, but he takes the baseball. And he's the guy that's going to take his lumps, but he's going to keep coming back at you. And I think we'll probably see that kind of performance today.
In now, Kevin Pillar. They lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Kevin Pillar.
And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Of course the crowd is going to get on him a little bit here, but I find it hard to believe there was any intention there. Bottom of the first, you never want to dig yourself a hole on the mound just to send a message.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. And he comes in following a year in which he was named the American League's Silver Slugger for third baseman. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
Here's Kendrys Morales as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Runners at second and third here. Nobody out. Slapped hard the opposite way. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. The potential second run of the inning stands at third. Now the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, Matt, strangely, Ricky's going to be in trouble for the hitters. He's frustrated. Now, as a hitter, you're saying get the ball up, but he loves to call the ball up. You don't want it up that high, though. He loves to call it that high, and you may see somebody turn around and get in his eye and start screaming at it.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Well, now it's a 1-2 count. He's throwing the same pitch 3 times in a row. He got ahead with it. Now let's see if he puts him away with it.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swinging a soft liner. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Into the box now, Russell Martin looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Into the windup and the pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but He may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Chopped foul wide of first.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with the fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfectly.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. The fastball down near the shoe tops.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Now the pitch. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Drilled right back up the middle, and Martin's going to reach. He's got a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Well, you went right after him with the 3-2 fastball. That's what you're going to do with guys that are struggling. This time, he just beat you.
Here's Steve Pearce now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-0 pitch on the way. The high fastball is in there. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. A runner on first with 2 away. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 1-2 pitch. And another foul ball.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gosselin racing back. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Second inning coming up from Toronto. The Jays lead it 2-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Josh Bell. He'll do battle with Francisco Liriano to get the inning underway.
Josh Bell.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Now it's 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Three and 0 now.
He's really being aggressive right now, Matt. Got himself into a great hitter's count, and then he's seeing check swing. You don't see that very often on the fastball. He's ready to swing, and he held up enough to let it go for a ball.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike. Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Josh Harrison stands in. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one right down Main Street.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Tulowitzki ranging into the outfield, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Well, he didn't square that one up, but you couldn't have thrown it any better. Off the end of the bat and dorks in for a hit. Oh, you got to love it.
Gosselin.
In now, Phil Gosselin, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. First and second here with nobody out. Just missing here, 2-0.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, he made a nice adjustment. That was a nice pitch right there, 3-0. Now puts the count 3-1. That was the same pitch he threw 2-0 and missed on it and got the ball called.
And a great location that time on the corner. 3-2 now.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
None out, runners at first and second. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Carrera onto the grass, reaches out. Oh no, he dropped it. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Wow, this manager must be pulling his hair out. Not only does he have to deal with this pitcher walking people, now he's got to deal with his defense tripping all over themselves.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Man, I tell you what, if I had a timeout and I went out there to talk to him, I'd say, look, we just got to minimize the damage. Bases loaded, no outs. We don't want them to blow the inning totally open.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And a changeup right down the middle. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
0-2. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. Foul. Again, he sends it out of play. And a ground ball to Tulowitzki. This might be two. Throw to second would be in time, but the run's going to come in and score. On to first, but not in time. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Gregory.
So stepping in, Gregory Polanco, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. He's set, and the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
A 1 pitch on its way. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
He's already given up a run. He's got a runner on. He's got to put this guy away. Got him in an 0-2 count. You can't let this inning get any worse.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Another one sent foul. The 0-2 once more. Lifted in the air to center field. Pilar's there. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And this will get into the books as a sac fly and an RBI, and we are tied at 2.
Hey, always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jordy Mercer. He drew a walk his first time up. First offering on its way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Upton has a read on it, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on just 1 base hit, 1 error, and 1 man left on. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 2-2. Catcher Jared Saltalamacchia is in now. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Jared Saltalamacchia.
Into the windup and the pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. Here it comes on 1-1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Good check swing on that off-speed pitch. Clearly he's sitting fastball ready to let it fly. He recognized it was an off-speed pitch and was able to hold up.
And the pitch on 2-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. No problem here. 1 away.
Well, let's take a look at the Buccos defense, brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking down there at the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. If you're tired, you better wake up, because he's going to snap the ball back at you as the pitcher. He's going to make the game move and exciting. He's a throwback. Old school Cervelli.
Here's Melvin Upton Jr. now. Line toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
He just ambushed him right here. First pitch fastball. He was looking for it, and boom, base hit.
Second baseman, Ezekiel Carrera.
Coming to the plate now, Ezekiel Carrera. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. To the bag, and late reactions, and they got him.
I think he was going first pitch, first movement all the way, and apparently the pitcher knew it too, caught him leaning.
Here comes the first pitch. Back up the middle, taken in by Mercer. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. 2 innings complete. Deuces are wild. It's 2-2. Back now on MLB Network as we welcome you back to Toronto and Rogers Center. Back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Starling Marte steps in to start the inning. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning.
He went up there with a plan, executed it perfectly. He wanted a fastball inside, and he pulled it to left. Great hit.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he'll snap one over to first. And he'll be back in standing up. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
That is just a tough pitch to hit. As a hitter, you see that ball start right down the middle. You go to swing, and it disappears away from you.
2-2 is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. Now we'll step off and fire to the bag, and he'll get back in standing. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Runners going. Pitch outside. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
The 1-1 now to McCutchen. Hit hard on the ground at first. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Now batting, third baseman, David Freese.
Riding in once again, David Freese. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Good downward action there, and it's 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and one out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
Josh Bell the next to hit, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. He's set and the 2-1 pitch. 3-1 now.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
A man on third with two down. That's down low. It's ball four. And they're at the corners now with two away.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his third walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
So stepping in, Josh Harrison. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. First delivery to him on the way. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball one. Here it comes, 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Now a swing as he hits this one into the air, but this will be foul off to the right, out of play. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Slow roller back to the mound. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Well, he comes up with the big RBI hit right there and puts them ahead in this ball game. If they can keep a lead, get to that bullpen, they got a shot to win this game.
Ready for another chance? Phil Gosselin. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. Looking to minimize the damage here. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
I like that take right there. I know it's a strike, but man, they're making him work. He's been struggling early, and now they're making him work even more. You got to stay within your game plan and be patient, and I think this is a good plan right now.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. 1-1. One and one. Here it is. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
That changeup for the second strike right there is a great sign. When you're struggling like he has early in this game, you got to get in a rhythm. The changeup, off-speed pitches, all those put your mechanics in the right place to throw strikes.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a 2-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
Set to deal on 2-2. Line drive to left. But this is going to hang up there just long enough to be taken in on the run in shallow left, and that ends the inning. Pirates get just the one, and that's all. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Pirates 3, the Blue Jays 2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Kevin Pillar. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Mercer has it. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Third baseman number 20, Josh Donaldson.
Stepping up now, Josh Donaldson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Well, I like the pitch idea. It looked like he tried to get him to chase right there, make him think that ball's over the plate and it runs away, but he laid off it. I don't know how, but he did.
Donaldson awaiting the 1-0. And the changeup just missed the inside corner.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a one-out single.
Well, that's a perfect example of taking a ball inside out. You know, you hear that terminology, stay inside the ball. Right there, he took the ball inside and shot it the other way for the base hit.
Here's Kendrys Morales as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. The 1-0 delivery. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
It can be tough to lay off a high fastball like that because right at your eye level, it looks like it's so easy to hit, and then it's by you.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Right side hit hard. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Got the ground ball he's looking for right there. A hard grounder, but it just wasn't at somebody. If it's at somebody, it's a double play ball. Now he's got to get back to work and maybe get another one.
Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. He grounds it sharply to third. Freeze on the slide. The second for 1. It's late. He's safe.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Russell Martin now. A base hit in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. The 0-1 home to Martin. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
The 0-2 home, and he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Blue Jays leave a pair. They're down 3-2. Here's the catcher, Francisco
Leading
Cervelli.
off for
Comes into
Pittsburgh,
this at bat 0 for
catcher,
1 in the ball game.
Francisco Cervelli.
Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And the changeup is way low that time.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Liner towards second, but this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out. So after the line out on the fastball, might be a pretty good time to check out the pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And you can see there both guys getting it up into the 90s, 92 and 94 respectively. Into the box, Gregory Polanco. He hit a sac fly earlier. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just a bit up. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Tough slider down low for a strike. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. One out, nobody on. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Here's Jordy Mercer now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Next offering from Liriano will make an even 70 pitches thus far. Fouled back. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Here's a changeup over the outside corner. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo shot here to left, and it'll give the Pirates a 4-2 lead.
This is just one of those parks where the ball seems to jump off the bat a lot more during the day. This is the first one of the day, but we might see a few more before this one's over.
Center fielder number 6.
Joe Smith answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Number 30, Joe Smith.
Here's Starling Marte as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. That misses 2-0.
Well, back-to-back sliders, and now he finds himself down 2-0. You know, trying to pitch him backwards, that only works if you're throwing strikes. If not, you find yourself in trouble.
Two 2-0 count. Here it comes. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. And Tulowitzki will make the catch to retire the side. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 4-2 Pittsburgh. Here's Steve Pearce now. He's 0 for 1 thus
Leading
far.
off the Blue Jays fourth, left fielder, Steve Pearce.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Chopped foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
The catcher Jared Saltalamacchia is in now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is pulled into right. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Matt, did you see where they were playing him? They're playing him in the shift, and he just did not care. If he hit the ball hard, I guess that's his philosophy. It was going to get through anyway, and we saw it right there. Base hit into the shift.
Here's Melvin Upton Jr. now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. In the dirt here. Working for the punch out and the offering. Too high. 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Runners on the move for second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. Short hop, but he's out. Great play to pick the throw and slap the tag on him to end the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Pirates 4, the Blue Jays 2. Ready once again, Andrew McCutchen.
Leading off for
Lifetime
Pittsburgh,
against this pitcher.
right
0
fielder,
for 4.
Andrew McCutchen.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just caught the inside corner with a sinker. The 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and McCutchen is set down for out number 1.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Here's David Freese to stand in. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the 1-0. Ripped on the ground to first. Morales takes it in, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The first baseman, number 55, Josh Bell.
Josh Bell the next to hit. Couple of walks for him thus far. First offering on its way. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Pitch on the way. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter after having 2 quick outs. Nice job.
4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates, but they still lead this one 4-2. Now batting, Ezekiel Carrera. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Ezekiel Carrera.
Pitch on the way. Grounded up the first baseline. Bell brings it in, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Center fielder number 11, Kevin Pillar.
Digging in once again, Kevin Pillar. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Now the pitch. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
That's just not a competitive pitch. I mean, that ball wasn't even close. Now the hitter's sitting 2-0.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Hit back up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Ready for another shot now, Josh Donaldson. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. First pitch on its way. A changeup over the inside corner. Set to deliver the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Chopper fouled off to the right, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Oh, and he's not going to make it to third as he's gunned down by the right fielder, and that's a tough second out.
Clearly should have been content to just move up 90 feet on the hit to right, but they were thinking first to third all the way. The right fielder came up and delivered a seed to third to get his man. Not a real tough throw, but it was a good one.
Standing in now, Kendrys Morales as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate.
Well, that was a big two-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how two-out rallies start.
0-1, here's the pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there, and the inning is over. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. 5 innings complete. Pirates on top, 4-2. Josh Harrison stands in. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
And that's in there for strike 1.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Ready with the 0-2. That misses. 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard on the ground to second. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit.
Well, he's down the count. He knew he wasn't going to get much to hit. Did a nice job staying with that ball, just shooting it through the hole the other way.
Phil Gosselin.
Into the box now, Phil Gosselin, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. One 0 count. Here it is. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco.
Ready once again, Francisco Cervelli for his career in this matchup. 1 for 4. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. And there's a swing and a miss. 2-1 now.
Well, that is a good pitch. A sinker down with that kind of movement. It is really hard to hit. No wonder he swung and missed.
2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a cold strike 2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, Matt, that ball wasn't hit very hard. 2 strikes. You're just trying to battle. Put the ball in play, and he gets a bonus when you drive in the run as well. So I love that at bat.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Here's Gregory Polanco. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. Pierce is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Jordy Mercer.
Jordy Mercer will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Dribbled to the right side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Pirates 5, the Blue Jays 2. Digging in to try it again, Kendrys Morales. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th. And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. This one's flared out toward left. Gosselin is there. 1 out.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 2, Troy Tulowitzki.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Troy Tulowitzki. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
And this one misses to Tulowitzki. It's a ball and a strike. Now here it comes. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Bell is over, and he tucks it away for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Russell Martin.
Ready for another chance? Russell Martin. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. First pitch on its way. And that one right down Main Street.
Well, that'll get your head shaking at the plate. That's a pitch he hasn't used much in this game. Now he throws that for a strike, and you add that to the rest of his repertoire. Man, it's tough to cover them all.
The 0-1 home to Martin. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. And he'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Swing and a miss at a ball well off the plate. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 7th inning coming up. It's the Pirates 5, the Blue Jays 2. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. It's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one. But before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on now as they'll turn it over to the former number 4 overall pick back in 1997, right-hander Jason Grilli. Digging in once again, Starling Marte. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. Here's the 0-2. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there. You're down 0-2. You're in protect mode. You want to chase that ball. Nice layoff.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he got him.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, David Freese.
Here's David Freese to stand in. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Pitch on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that 2-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
Ready with the 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They're still out in front, 5-2. Here's Steve Pearce now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Fielder, Steve Pearce.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Back with the changeup. That's a great combination.
A little bouncer. And a spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first out.
Now batting, catcher.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2.
Well, that was a pretty good swing right there. Tough changeup. Back-to-back changeups, and he fouls it off. Now you get the pitch you want, because I can't see him throwing another changeup right here.
Freese is there. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Ready for another shot now. Melvin Upton Jr. A hit in 2 tries so far. action now in that Pirate bullpen as a left-hander starts to heat up down there. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 2 out, nobody on. Back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
That ball's inside, and he shoots it back up the middle. There's so many hits up the middle. If your game plans to go up the middle, good things can happen.
Ezekiel Carrera.
Devin Travis will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 29, Devin Travis.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They trail 5-2. Devin Travis will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Now playing second base, number 29, Devin Travis.
Josh Bell the next to hit. A couple of walks for him thus far.
The first baseman, number 55, Josh Bell.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
He's already got 2 walks in this game, and that ball right there, another ball. So we may see them kind of nibbling and pitching around him. He might be taking walks all game.
Takes a high fastball for a strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Swings through the slider there. And the pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. He'll try again, 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Josh Harrison stands in. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. First pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And it's 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone.
Times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Stepping in now, Phil Gosselin, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Looking at the first pitch for a strike, then takes a swing, and now you find yourself down 0-2. He's just got a battle. Spread out, get ready to swing at anything close, and make sure you don't get called out on a third strike.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 3 up. 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Daniel Hudson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
41, Daniel Hudson.
And that'll bring up the speedy Devin Travis. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the eighth after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Coming on is McCutchen, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Center fielder, Kevin Pillar.
Stepping in, Kevin Pillar. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Everybody knows he's got that fastball that gets up at 100 miles an hour. Just have to be ready to swing.
Hit to third. Freeze has it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Third baseman, number 20, Josh Donaldson.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First pitch of the at-bat. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Oh, he saw that changeup really nice. He just wasn't able to keep it fair.
The 0-1. Ooh, he saws him off with that one, but foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard, but foul. Another 0-2 on its way from Hudson. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
Now another 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order, and the deficit remains 5-2. J.P. Howell enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th.
Francisco Cervelli.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Comes set with the 0-1. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Here it comes on 0-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Morales is over and he puts it away for the first out.
Next for Pittsburgh, designated hitter, Gregory Polanco.
Here's Gregory Polanco, 0 for 2 with a sacrifice thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Now the pitch. And this will be fouled away. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. The next hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. He's set. Here's lets him off the hook there as this isn't even. Striding in once again, Jordy Mercer. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. Changes up on it. 1-0 count. Here it is. And there he goes towards second. Pitch inside. Far too late as he steals second with ease. Here he comes on 2-0. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it. He's set and the 2-1 pitch. Pitch outside the throw. And he's set. Here's the 3-1. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Almost looked semi-intentional there. The bad news is that there are 2 men on base. The good news is that an inning-ending double play is now in order.
Settling in now, Starling Marte. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Off the plate and low here, ball 1.
Hey, this game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Hit on the ground to short. 1 there. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
Hey, they couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Ready now, Andrew McCutchen, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead with a sinker on the outside. Set to deliver the 0-1. And that one stayed too low apparently. Two out with the man at first. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Ready with the 1-2. Good hard sinker, but he lays off to even things at 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2, and he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last inning. So they scratch across a run here on no hits, no errors, and a man left. Part of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. Pirates lead it 6-2. Juan Nicasio, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. Stepping in, Kendrys Morales. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Swing and a looper to left. Freeze into shallow left. 1 down.
Hey, every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. Now here's the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Russell Martin now. Rips this one to first, and he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, it's never easy to win games on the road, so they are very happy with this win.
Six to 2, the final total today. Francisco Liriano couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Harold